descriptions and the list of monsters,
to get them
and the
coded
monsters
in.
that are missing and the abilities we don't have.
Then we start doing our version. Yes, agreed.
Then we start doing our version, which will be free, and we'll take we'll file the bits, file the serial numbers off it, and it'll be open gaming license.
Hello, one and all. Welcome. So, well, I'm just about. Allows me, let the adventuring begin with Benny's. Hello. And go. So
good, because we've all been surprised, so we need the bennies because we're going to get walloped on in turn run.
Yeah, I need to.
Oh, come on. No.
Right, now, come on. Now, what am I? Come on, computer, stop making me about. I've already got to reboot once. It's not reboot, but anyway. What am I looking for? I'm looking for. I can't find what I'm looking for. SVN. There we are. And then I need one. Need to go to modules. Open that up. Just need to take that. Open that up. I go. Crystal zip file. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Rename the zip file to a .mod file. Yes. Take the .mod file. Dump it in my Fancy Grounds folder. For some reason, I have a couple of modules missing, so I'm going to do that now. And I need one of them. So.
Right, anyway, meanwhile, back at the plot. Why is that wrong?
Two, just in case. That, score it so I can go. Then go. Oh no, we don't copy. I'm going to modules.
What?
I'm going to go paste. Yes, I was planning on having everything prepped and everything, and then the car packed up, and then basically, my computer decided that it didn't want to boot anymore. Fun and games. So, just going to bounce Fancy Grounds.
Rock and roll.
I think we might. Oh, yeah, we're about to get kicked. There we go. Boom.
It's coming back up already.
There we go.
Hopefully that will get me the module I need. That's I need. Park my car one day, and then park my car one day, and then the next day went out to the car, wouldn't start.
Somebody borrowed the engine.
No. Mechanically, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the car whatsoever.
No petrol in it?
It's just dead.
You must have one of these newfangled smart cars that's got redundancy built into it, so that it just shuts down after a certain number of years. Then.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, actually, it's a 17-year-old car, so I wouldn't call it newfangled as such, but it's exactly the fact is there's nothing wrong with the car. However, the computer on board is dead, so the car won't work.
Yeah.
Well, mine cost me 480 quid today.
It's I think it's about 800 quid to replace CU.
Bloody expensive, aren't they?
Yes. Do you remember the old days where cars were just engines on wheels, and basically there was a problem with it? did.
As a
Yeah,
passenger, yes.
I got rid of my car because it was sitting outside the house, and I actually filled it up with petrol. I put gas in it, and I think a year I used quarter of a tank.
Wow, really? You don't
Yeah,
travel much.
yeah, exactly. So I thought there was no need, and then it needed it needed a £400 thing done to it, and in the end I did it. And you know what? I regret it because it was 14. I actually never bought it. I got it for free for boot off, right? Because it was a distant relative that had died and and I ended up inheriting it because I was the only person with a driving license at the time in the area. It was 14 years old, and it was one of those cars that had no electronics at all. Do you know what I mean? It had windows that you mechanically wind down. Do you remember them? Probably not.
Hey, my back
Oh, I
windows are
remember.
still like that.
I remember
I
wind
remember
down
winding
window.
down windows.
Wind down
Oh
windows.
goodness, it's not connecting me. Damn it! I remember when cars were so simple that when my brother blew my engine in my Chevy Impala, my other brother showed me how to change out my engine myself. He was a big help. He stood by the side with a beer in his hand, going, "Yeah, don't forget to wrench down over there."
But I tell you what, that car was so easy to fix. Do you know what I mean? All you needed was one socket set, whatever you could do to do anything with it because it was just dead easy. You know.
Well, I never used, my mechanics were all like, yeah, everybody knew how to do. But now cars, it's like, my God, changing the headlight. My friend was trying to change her headlight out the other day, and she literally had to take the battery out of the car before she could get to the headlight. My grandson's battery's under the back floorboard. It's like, what the hell?
An
So
unusual
definitely.
place, but that is an unusual place. Right, I think once you're back in, I think I've loaded up what I needed to load up. Sorry.
Yeah, cars are getting, makes me nuts.
Yeah, here we go. Yes, huzzah.
So
We haven't heard from Volker, have we?
What?
Well, no, Volker couldn't make it last week, but I haven't heard anything about today. Oh, well.
Hope he's all right.
Right.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. I was just looking at my planned advances, and I actually spent a while thinking, what's gap as an advance? We wrote gap because I didn't know what I wanted to take there. I'm an idiot.
Right.
Yes.
I've got Putin. Everyone's running a newer version of Fantasy Grounds than me because I was too busy getting. Okay.
Well, even
While I make I'll make a question. Vehicle is a necessity here. Cars don't last long; they rust in our lovely ocean breezes. Okay. Of course, you can ask a question. I'm sorry, I didn't notice. What was your question, Dango?
It's not lovely ocean breezes that rust our cars. We have salt on the roads in the winter, and it just eats the body right the hell up.
Yeah, we have that too.
Yeah. I'm lucky. A bit of snow down, so it don't happen. So still waiting on. Well, it's only got 3 people connected out of the 4.
well, that's because I'm being a knob. Right, okay, put it away. Step away from the goat.
Good job, Savage Pathfinder doesn't have any chases.
I've been on this for 11 hours now, and it's just not going well.
But it only has chases when the GM says it does.
Yeah, well, apparently chases are broken.
Yeah, chases are broken, and I was hoping for a proper bug report, but apparently I never got one, so I'm going to have to do it myself.
Chases are broken since they rewrote the combat tracker, but no one noticed
Yes.
it would appear.
Yes, because we had to go to my minute details explaining how initiative worked. Join campaign.
Probably not June the 15th. Probably not.
Ev, I'm playing Get Savage at the beginning of this.
Well, play it then.
I want to be quick for this combat, please.
Okay, loading files.
Best way to do that is just put.
Go ahead.
put the quick edge on your character and remember to take it off at the end.
Isn't it dollar quick?
I'm not sure if it translates over when you deal the cards.
I can manage to remember to take it off again. It's no problem.
So I can play a card now, like if given our invisible friend, detect arcana would be useful.
It would.
Uh,
So that gives you a one-time casting of Detect Arcana.
Can't fight him if we can't see him.
This is true.
Powers. Detect Arcana is 2 power points.
Okay, and I have to roll my spell casting, right? to
Yep, let's
determine
make a
if
standard
it's
spell casting roll. Yep.
Remember, you can cast it on multiple targets for an extra power point per target.
Oh, can I?
Mm-hmm.
Additional recipients plus 1 point. So,
But-
so
So that's
don't-
2. So if
but-
I cast it on, there's 4 others. 1, 2, 3, 3
Don't cast it
besides.
on. Don't cast it on me.
Okay.
except
then
of
I
course
can't-
you're technically surprised, so you can't cast it till the next round, but it doesn't matter because I'll let you do it anyway.
Well, then I want to cast it on Leah and Gastus
And yourself.
and myself. So that would be 4 power points, right?
Yes.
That's what the raise. It tells me what kind of magic we're up against. Does it not?
Yes.
All of them, probably, with this number of Rakshasas around.
There's the combat. Sassafras team. That's the targeting. And then I just hit.
I think I was surprised because Rudy
Now,
could see her, and he alerted me.
so last I've just got a couple. Oh, this is such a painfully annoying one to set up.
So we start the round surprised. Surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, got some nice cards.
Wait, oh, there we go. Right, here we go. Okay.
Well, if you're going first,
Okay. Let's see what happens when I deal the cards. Okay, combat round is 0.
Loads of them are on hold. Is that intentional?
Yes, because we're surprised.
Oh.
Here we go.
here we go. Let's fight back to back.
I'm surprised.
Hey! Last stand. +2 parry.
Man,
and
what a shame. The bad guys all got a Joker.
Yeah.
but
We've all been playing adventure cards like crazy. So
Yep,
yeah,
that's
but we've all
absolutely
got
fine.
+2 parry and toughness until the next Joker is dealt.
So you played that after you dealt.
What? You got
Yeah,
a 9.
yeah.
Okay, so I need to
You
beat a
dealt
9.
a joker, so I thought, yeah, let's just chuck that down
Okay.
because they're going first on a joker. So let's play last stand till we get in this fight.
Good idea.
Hey, so basically the first thing that happens is one of the Rakshasas basically casts a spell upon the 2 people he can see. 2 power points. I don't know what magical effects you've got on you, but it's a good bet you do. So he casts that, getting a 20, which alas beats, which unfortunately does beat Sassafras's casting of detect of a 9. Therefore, I'm afraid detect Arcana is dispelled on both of you. But he didn't cast it on Sassafras because he can't see Sassafras.
I can still see.
And Leia can smell the invisible things anyway. So it's only
Exactly.
it
Yes.
discombobulates.
Indeed.
Holy hell, I'm starting to quite low in power points here as well.
What bennies are for? Oh, the bennies. Guacamole's turned up to give you all bennies.
Guacamole, right on time. I'm sitting there going, I don't have any power points now, I do.
Hey!
Sassafras and Thaddeus, have either of you got in a position where you've got plays for cards but no decent cards to play?
No, I don't have any plays left, but I have got very decent cards.
I can play 3 times. I've only got 1 more card that may be useful. All the rest of them are flipping useless.
Then I will give you that card, Sassafras.
I go, you are
And
most
if you've got
assuredly
decent
at the
cards,
top
no
of the
ability to
invite
play
for
them,
next
Thaddeus,
year's
I've got 2 plays left.
bi-weekly Sunday
I've got
campaign.
Well,
if you
we'll
would like.
tell you what, I will give you.
I know
2
you
cards.
can't play that one because you played it in the past.
I'll give you my 2 good cards, and then you can give me the dross.
Right, I shall give you that one back because not really intending to play it.
Okie dokie. So
What did I give you?
You gave me the card that I gave you back.
Oh, give it back to me because I grabbed the wrong card that time.
And while this one's a good one, I think what you've
intruders,
sent me is
how
better.
dare you defile my master's dungeon with your
How would you defile something that looks like this? Tidy it up?
If your master's who I think he is, he sent us here. Apparently his sister wants to kill him and he wants us to kill her first.
Ah, that's the one you intended to give me. I see. Now,
in a blur of attack, though, 2 kukris flash around you, Gastus. You parry as fast as block as fast as you can. However, one gets potentially through.
Oh, we can't have that, especially as I'm telling her that we're here to deal with the master's sister.
Pass that card over to Gastus. I'm not sure if he can play it or not, but I can't.
No, I can't. And if you were dealt that,
No, I
Kevin,
wasn't. Sassafras was.
Right. No, so I'll have to give that back to Sassafras.
No, it's me that's short 1 card.
Right. Okay. Well, I gave it back to Sassafras anyway because you can't have that card,
Okay.
and neither can I.
Okay, thank you.
And we come back. Let's zoom up here. As the vile insults fly at the cavernous environment, the filth covers up the latest pennies. I attract the most recent pennies. I'm not going to take it back. I'm not that cruel, but I like it though. My word, that was a nasty magical bolt that hits Leia.
Hold on.
Tell you what I'll do. Next time someone says give them bennies, I'll hold back because you've retracted bennies.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Fine, I take 1 of the wounds.
I'm afraid you do. Okay. However, I do believe. Oh no. Yes. Okay. Now things get really interesting.
Oh, here we go. He's saying they're getting interesting again.
Yes. Suddenly Thaddeus, do you remember way back, way back, or in the first adventure, I I can't even remember where it was now. Hang on, I'll just have to look back up again.
Yeah.
Oh yes, in All the Worlds Meet, if you remember All the Worlds Meet, it was the second ever adventure you ever did on Book 1, Book of Edge of Anarchy. That you discovered there was a rather nice bejeweled silver dagger in sort of pinning something to the wall, if you remember.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Thaddeus has been carrying it for all this time. Suddenly, the silver dagger jumps. Suddenly, the silver dagger jumps off Thaddeus's belt and transforms into a creature and attacks him.
Well, that's going to make him jump.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been carrying a silver dagger.
You've been
Found-
carrying a rat taverna Rakshasa.
Oh, what?
Oh, what now?
Yeah, I don't know. He's been
I'm
carrying
surprised. Are you surprised?
It's been feeding. It's been telling porkies about. Well, not porkies. It's been feeding information for a long time. Oh dear! I think it really does surprise you. It hit you quite hard by the look of things.
Hmm.
He can stay on hold. Walker can stay on. Thaddeus can come.
So that's how the bad guys have been doing things.
Well, tell you what, those 2 wounds that Thaddeus just suffered, I would like to spend an adventure card to negate those 2 wounds.
Are we not going to keep the adventure card for?
Okay.
No, we're going to do that one, and then I'm going to spend a penny to change the narrative slightly. The reason, the lucky thing there was that Thaddeus kept that dagger being silver in a sheath that is clasped shut. So it tries to transform and can't get out, and I'll spend a penny to change the narrative for that.
Well, it most certainly can get out and attack you. It just doesn't get by.
In exactly the same way as Cobra Commander trapped Galvatron by doing up the buckle on his holster. And Galvatron couldn't transform because he was in a holster that was buckled.
Nah.
Seriously, it's in the Transformers comics.
I don't care. You're not doing it because I'm a meanie. Right. New round.
It flows out like a liquid metal, like a Terminator.
Okay, we have Leia going first. But she should be. She's shaken, so let's see what happens. There we go.
Right, where did
Okay,
that
Leia's no
blast
longer
that
shaken.
hit me come from?
The Rakshasa to the north.
Well, I think I owe it some payback then.
That one, if you're being pedantic about it.
Okay.
Just jumped ahead of Leia, but let her go ahead and finish her turn.
Oh, no. We'll jump ahead. We'll jump up to you.
Fine.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't mind you going ahead. I hadn't started yet. I just made
No.
a decision.
The only one I can see here is Hava and this bat swarm in front of me, right?
Yeah, but the bat swarms are on, basically flew out of Thaddeus's cloak.
Oh, they're friendlies. Okay, then I will do it this way. Oh, by the way, I took something so I can do this.
Point of matter, just a point. Leia shouldn't be wounded
Why not? You just got hit by a staff blast.
because we've all got +2 parry and +2 toughness until the next Joker is drawn. You soaked one of the 2 wounds, and you should have only taken 1 wound in the first place.
The Joker was drawn but you've got it until the Joker was drawn. A Joker was drawn at the start of that combat, so you didn't lose it. You lost it.
Then he played the card.
Oh, then you played the card afterwards. Okay.
Which we said at the time.
We had a conversation about this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but Kevin doesn't listen.
No, because I'm doing 5 things at once.
I'll let you off.
Well, when you get a chance, I wounded Hava.
Well, I spent 3 bennies on that.
Yeah, you're not getting the bennies back.
At least you got the wound back.
Yeah, but the first one I rolled to soak and soaked 1 wound and then spent 2 bennies more trying to soak 2 wounds. If I only took 1 wound in the first place, are you really going to... Oh, you
I don't know. I give them the bennies back. They don't even win.
Right, okay, I'm right. That's it. I'm writing it down in my book. That's it.
Sassafras has just zapped somebody good though.
Because I took that something, that edge that gives me I can use the greater power, so I use.
Yeah,
greater
layer up.
power. Don't like these guys.
So it is layer again now.
Yeah, okay, so I'll as soon as I get my in the unlikely event I manage to clear up my things to do, I'll go back and re-release the rule set with card effects in them.
Okay, I'll be Bennying that.
Hope we got a lot of Benny buddies in the audience today.
That's better. Three wounds on one of them, 2 wounds on the other.
Now that's what I call a cat fight.
Wow.
Easy, Tiger.
One wound on each, yes.
That's at least 2 of your 9 lives gone.
You Benny my
Don't
back,
release more than one
I
at
will
a
bet.
time.
You Benny my back, I'll Benny yours. Let the Bennies flow.
That is absolutely
Guacamole.
fine.
In case the
Say that
card
so
slinging
guacamole.
adventure. In case the card slinging adventurers mind their manners, bequeath them their bennies, which means Tank Girl's bennies are not negated by Guacamole refusing to allow you to award you the next set of bennies. So we all get bennies. So yeah, it's getting very complicated. I've got to keep track of whether you're allowed bennies or not as well now. Okay. Okay, now I'm just going to bite Thaddeus again. The last round, it obviously broke out of the entrapment, and basically this round is still it's broken free, but it's not able to do much else. Okie dokie. Right. Well, that one stays shaken, and therefore we'll spend a Benny to unshake. And that's down here, and really incredibly useful magic item. No, they don't, because they're stats. Okie dokie. I am going to. It's going to bolt Sassafras. And Thaddeus, actually, because. No, bolt, you can't do multiple. You have to do multiple castings, don't you now?
You do.
The
Yes.
old days.
Well, no, if you've got the epic modifiers, I think you can make it rate of fire too.
Ah. Yeah, that's a hit on Sassafras as a magic missile streaks towards Sassafras, causing Sassafras to be shaken. Already gone. With that, we'll move the combat tracker on. Okay, this is one of the ones attacking. Who? Basically use its claws to attack layer back. With Ray's doing a wound.
Well, then I think, in fact, what I think is that he missed me and his mate.
Oi.
If you want Betty's, it's there. Okay, Thaddeus, you're up, sir. Along with all your bats.
So, I is the chosen one.
You is?
So, what does the chosen one mean?
Thank you. Benny for the GM because the Benny tracking has just become more complicated.
So, what happens when you're the chosen one?
Oh,
Your
you can.
conviction maintains without spending bennies.
Yes.
So, I will spend conviction.
Oh, maybe I've turned down the global volume.
So, yeah, I will spend conviction because I is the chosen one. And we had a weird Nexus event where Vats have started pouring out of Thaddeus, and he started talking about demons and all sorts of crazy nuts. So let's send these bat swarms out to get in people's hair.
Technically, bats attack anyone in the area. In fact, don't they?
No, they don't, because
You said last week they couldn't attack; they could only be
because
used
that's
to do
what's going to
tests.
complicate
Yes,
stuff.
good point. But they've still technically confused everyone under the area of effect, won't they?
Well, it depends how I position them, I suppose, if you want to be.
There you go. That's me being nice. How's
So.
yeah, because they're just flying around causing distractions, aren't they, and stuff? Is what we said.
Basically, it's a scene in Batman where he takes off the heel of his boot and throws it down the stairwell. And all the bats fill up the building. The police are going, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
What's the bat's flight?
Did bats run? No, they fly.
It's like the Flight of Dragons, but it's not got as cool a song.
Yeah. Do the last one.
Do the last one. I don't even know where. It's a kind of a weirdly shaped room that we're in, isn't it?
But actually, though, if you're thinking more about dealing with the last place they were seeing, you want to send them.
Aye. I wanted to send it after the fox, pretty much. I mean, I don't know if the fox is there, but I
There you
don't know
go.
where the fox is. I mean, I can't.
Vorka is on his way. Hooray!
So, let me. Right, this creature's jumped at my belt's got me a bit freaked, so let's kill it. By the way, I don't have a silver dagger anymore, do I? I can delete that.
You've lost your silver dagger because it's turned into something that's trying to bite you.
And I don't have a short sword either.
You've got your rapier, though.
That should be on the character sheet. Do you know why we don't have a short sword? Because it's the bottom of the lake.
Mm.
That's a blow for morale because Rapier really doesn't do much damage. So, but it is.
That's against humans.
But it is.
It's a human-made rapier. It's very good for killing humans. Bennies, I say, yet more bennies, I say again, says Bewildered Badger.
Yay!
I'm really inclined not to actually reset your bennies today because you'll lose too many nice ones. So.
Yeah, so this thing is really, really quite small and quite kind of pernickety and not playing ball.
Yes, it's a very strange thing, that's for sure.
Can Vendra then where's Vendra? Come on, Vendra. Vendra's going to throw a noxious potion at the creature, which doesn't smell very bad. And that's me. So I get surprised by the creature who jumps out of my. Apparently, a weapon turns into a creature, and I get freaked out, and I can't stab it because it's quite small. But bats apparently fly out of me and cause confusion among the enemy.
Evan?
So are they distracted by the bats? Are they?
Yeah, so I'm going to deal with it. It's easy to do it. Yeah, the bat's up there, got an 11, so an athletics. 6, so that's success with a raise, so you get to roll the creative combat table. Make it distracted or vulnerable.
Make it vulnerable.
Okay. Roll on the creative combat table.
Creative combat table.
Share it with you.
Oh, sorry, I've got it here. So, I just need to put it in the menu bar because it's going to come out quite a lot.
Okay, he's shaken and vulnerable. The other one makes his athletics check, needing to beat an 11. Yes. 10. So vulnerable again.
Yes.
Hey. Swarm over here. Check. Hitting 6. Swarm over here. Agility check. Check. Getting a 3, so you get to roll on the creative combat table yet again. Assuming making Svit vulnerable as well.
So yeah, for people who don't know, so Thaddeus was locked up in prison where he was destined to die, and he's made a deal with an out of a creature from the outer planes to be a vessel for chaos for the enemy.
Do you believe it?
From the outer planes.
It's manifested itself as a duck. I don't know why. It's supposed to be a crow, but it was just two quackers to say no.
It could have been a pair of white mice.
Could have been a pair of white mice. Yeah.
In fact, it was meant to be something else. It was supposed to be something else, but apparently, when someone went to the link and clicked on it, someone was mucking about and turned them into a duck at the time.
Yes. Anyway, but channeling all this powers had paid a terrible price for him, and he's got a little bit of lust for drinking people's blood.
Vendra notices someone sort of staggering towards the party from behind. Doesn't know, but she might recognize. Walker needs dealing in. Walker requests interrupt. Yep, there we go. Sorry, Walker, you're up on the 6 of hearts.
Okay. Yeah, Vork has been walking in kind of a daze. He saw Vendra disappear into the water, and for some reason it put him into shock. But suddenly he snaps out of it, and he sees this little spirit thing, whatever it is, over here trying to attack Thaddeus, and he steps up and gives it a whack.
It was Thaddeus' silver dagger.
It was his silver dagger, and now
Yes.
something else.
Yeah,
Now
he
it's
jumped
something
off the
else.
and started attacking him.
Yeah, I said back to back, and my knife jumped off my belt. Apparently, it's been an agent that's been following us all this time.
Sneaking around. No wonder we can't surprise anybody. Good grief.
Yeah, it's a device it's a knife I've been carrying
Since book 1.
since book 1, apparently. Yeah, for a spy on board.
Oh, Falkers hit it. I did post the details of it because it's a D20 details, that is.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Chat. Just for the sake of interest. Okay, well, I'm going to have to spend one of my own bennies on this to see if I can save it. I can! Ha It flies
Okay.
out. It flies out the way.
You've made your decision. You've made me mad now.
And he- Huh? Good, actually. Oh yeah. He's also got some javelin. Not you can see it, but he's also got a couple of javelins on his back.
Mm.
He found them while exploring the dungeon. And defeating things. He does look injured. Gastus, you're up, sir. Obviously, you
Right,
can't
so
see him.
this Sphinx is shaken, yes, and has just been said about.
Well, it's got bats flying all around it at the moment. Yeah.
It's shaken. So I'm going to back away from it, saying if your master is Glorio Arcona, he's the one that sent us down here. Apparently, his sister's plotting against him. So perhaps we're on the same side. And I will go over here and start stabbing at these two, rather than the one that we might be able to recruit if we're lucky. Neither of you two look like a sister, but you're beating up on my cat, and I'm the only one that gets to hit her.
Game. Go for it.
I shall. Just a hit on him. But a pretty good one.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I might not be able to do much with that, but I do have 2 of his bennies left. I will spend the last of his 2 bennies in an attempt to stop him and failing miserably.
Right, and then with my other weapon, where is Apidexia on the? There he is. With my other weapon, I shall have a go at this one. Oh, and that one's vulnerable. Marvelous. Ah, interesting. That should be 2 wounds, I think. Because if they're vulnerable to piercing, that was rolled off the sneak attack damage, not the main one, which doesn't have the weapon types on it. Well, that
So
should
who's
be a
Vin? Who's
Sorry.
Carlo again?
I was just sorting stuff out. There we go. Anyway, right.
Giancarlo is
You,
the sword master that
Yep,
was working with us to protect the innocent.
Oh,
that
right.
should be two wounds on Abadexia because it's a piercing weapon, but I don't have the weapon types and what have you on the sneak attack damage line.
okay. It should be on the weapon. Yeah, it should be on the weapons because I went through and added them onto every single weapon, but probably after you guys created your characters.
Probably, yeah, because the bringer of sleep has got it, but that was a magic item that was given out. But the mango should also be a piercing weapon.
Yes, it's missing keyword of piercing.
Yeah. So that will be 2 wounds on Abidexu.
Yeah, it did work.
Yep.
Okay, well, I've spent one of my bennies and got a 2. But the last of their bennies and get
Enough.
enough.
Hey, cost you bennies. I'm happy with that.
Okay, Argenia. Assuming he's just staying out of the way. Savitz is unshakes from the bats and goes, that would be like that would be very like the sister. I can smell her nearby. That she basically gallops. Literally, well, runs, assuming everyone gets out the way, through everyone, straight towards Vencarlo.
Oh.
New round.
Well, I can't see what's going on around that corner, so.
I'm just pointing
Hey,
at other people.
Hey, she's not fighting us. I'm fine with that. You got another bloody Joker.
I got another bloody Joker. More. I'm going to multi-action because I've got a Joker.
Which does mean that we've lost our +2 parry and toughness.
Indeed. Clear targets. Target that one then. 1.
So at the start of the round, Vincalo calls out from the darkness.
Very annoyed. Oh no, it's working now. It's just not showing me.
Send us to Ertum. I mean Ertum. Do you mean Ertum?
What's going on?
You mean
It's
he has
working
a
now?
fully operational space station?
Yes. Yeah,
There we
so
go. Right.
Barhor that we met at the beginning, who says, "Oh, by the way,
Glory opened, so she obviously Vincaro calls him
it's
Bar.
down in the basement. Apparently, he is actually a Rashka, and we've been sent down, and this whole thing is a death trap under
Who's
the
that?
house."
Who the hell's Bahor? I will shout while I'm still fighting this match over here with Leia. Do you remember anyone called Bahor, Leia? I don't.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Two castings. But I know I've targeted all 3, but it's basically the order is Thaddeus, Sassafras, Forker. So I'm afraid it's only Sassafras that gets hit. Should have done the one at a time.
Got those misses though. Wow.
I know. Well, he did cast 3 bolts. I had the Joker, so I was okay. It didn't pan out. It cost me 3. That cost me 3 power points to cast 3 bolts. There's 2 wounds on Sassafras.
Why am I not seeing him on the tracker? So I can't drop the Benny.
Sorry, it's done it to Thaddeus by mistake. I apologise. I shall take the 14 points of damage and give them to you. There you go.
You have to take the effects off for toughness.
Yes, I know.
Because you just had a Joker out.
I know.
That was a blow for morale. Double Jokers. Well,
I soak. I can spend my conviction before I soak.
You most certainly can spend your conviction before
Because
you
now
soak.
he made me mad. Because now he made me mad. And now I can soak. Because no, I'm really mad.
Okay, so you're okay on that. You soak the damage with no problems at all. That brings us to Vorka, who's apparently very annoyed with me and the monsters.
Yes. The dagger is dodging, and I don't like dodging daggers. Daggers should be thrown, not dodging.
Doswalk, I accidentally dropped conviction twice because apparently I'm getting horrible lag here.
Okay.
So if you give them one back to me, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hmm.
Oh, it didn't target it like it was supposed to. Dag nabbit.
Okay, that's okay. 12. That's a hit. Okay, I'm not convinced I'm going to be able to soak 3 wounds.
Definitely not with that.
Wasn't a crit fail because I could waste another Benny, but I'm not going to bother.
Okay, and then Vorka's going to step over here and growl at the cat.
Thanky.
And that is Vorka's turn.
Okie dokie. Already vulnerable, therefore he's out to lose by doing that. Killed the one I kept open. Now I've got to wait for it to pick up the new MPs. There he goes. Okay. You get too excited, I'm bennying that in one attempt. Okay, no, you get to counterattack.
Oh, I shall counterattack him then. Hurrah.
Indeed, a Rooney. It's a hit.
It is.
Slashing weapon, I assume.
Again, that's a piercing weapon. But I rolled the sneak attack damage because he's vulnerable.
That should be on. Oh, and of course you created the. Yes.
I created a sub attack.
Created a sub attack, so we actually have to go and put the piercing
And mithril and silver on that one particularly.
Mithril was just silver.
Yeah.
I just put. Oh damn it! I put it on the wrong one.
Sorry, I can copy it over. Just put +4 in the damage.
£16 points. And only 1 wound.
Oh well, fair enough.
But instead of being a shaken, it does make it a wound, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Benny left, so I'll spend. Oh, Benny. I'll take it.
No, that's fine. I can deal with that. Taking away bennies is a good thing to do.
Indeed. Okay. Svit basically jumps over the top of Vendra and violently attacks Vencarlo. Yelps in shock.
She says that been all over his way initiative, isn't she?
Oh dear. Carlo screams in agony as kukris slash across his torso. Though no blood is drawn. That brings us to Leia.
All right then.
A place on
One
this
thing
fight.
quite clearly needs killing.
Versus Rakshasa. Who?
Bye-bye. One wound, really?
Oh, he's got no bennies left. I
Oh,
do.
he's got no bennies left. Fine.
I do. I've got some bennies left.
Well then,
Want to
let's make
reroll it?
sure.
You can. 2 wounds. Okay, he's on 3 wounds now. Brings us to Sassafras.
Sassafras is going to step back one and scream at him. You bolted me, totally ignoring the fact that she bolted him first.
And then do you perchance bolt him again? Do you bolt him a second time? you
I do.
You lightning bolt. Okay, roll that damage. Hit with raise from your lightning bolt.
Nope,
Ooh.
not enough. Nope, I'm going to Benny that.
Oh, me. Yeah, that's a slightly difference, isn't it?
Like that better.
I'm looking at bennies here. Like one of them.
And then Rudy is upset because now Sassafras is upset. So he's going to fly in there and try to bite the damn thing. Because that makes perfect sense in Rudy's world.
Okay. Great. Targeting sorted out. Make that attack roll. Oh, Rudy hits.
He hit him.
Teeth are technically piercing, aren't they?
Rudy don't care. Now he's going to stand there flapping his cute little butterfly wings in the guy's face.
3, 4. Oh, I'm going to argue. I mean, you think about dragon's teeth, they are for tearing flesh, therefore they are for puncturing and piercing, aren't they? So Rudy causes a wound.
Well, he's mad, and now he's going to stand there fluttering with his little butterfly wings in the guy's face, just like defiant, because he's not smart. He's a baby.
It's going to take through. It's the combat dragon so much. Not really. See. Sing damage. Hey, means I have to spend a Benny because Rudy actually wounded the Chasa. He's got loads of bennies. I didn't even notice he had bennies. Okay, gets us to Vencarlo's next. Sorry, Vencarlo is basically going to use one of the weapons he's picked up fighting Rakshasas down in this dungeon. Hit the Sphinx.
Oh, see you later, Tangil.
Thanks, Tank Girl.
Supper time, I must go before I do let the bennies flow. Thank you, Tango. See you later. Okay, thanks for pointing that. Why on earth is he immune to 35 points of damage? Does not make sense. Unity. Check what that. Yes. The old typo. Yes. Obviously, when I was copying the monster, it had immunity, comma, and then what it was immune to. So at immunity, comma, means it's immune to everything, which of course is not the case. Effects. No immunity. Oh, word. It's got quite a few bennies, so. Looks more like it. Yep, soaks all the damage. Bring us to Thaddeus.
Fox went. I don't even know where the fox is still in the room. I don't have time to activate anything. Can we have some bats move down there?
Okie dokie. So the bats are going to bother Sassafras, Genia, and Vendra, and Svit.
Wait, can't really see. So, yeah, I just want now. Vendra hasn't been attacked, has she?
No.
So Vendra is just going to move away.
Yep.
To there. And then Vendra will throw a liquid at Vissus. And again, she's terrible. You need to learn range combat because you're useless at it. So she's is distracted by the bats. You know, you're looking very tired. You're looking very, very tired. I think we should just stand here and contemplate our life choices and have a little think about it. You should just think about it. Just calm down, take a deep breath, and have I just rolled off the wrong character sheet? Have I targeted the wrong character sheet? I have targeted the wrong person. But
Vendra did the spell casting. That's okay.
So make a saving throw.
Can't. It's not D20.
You can't.
No,
So
I can't make I can't make a saving throw because we're not playing D20 or Dungeons and Dragons.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So I can't because I didn't bother to look it up. But is it not opposed?
Yeah, it
Yes.
gets a spirit roll to resist.
I get an opposed spirit check. I don't get it, but
Yes.
I don't get a saving throw.
It might cost you a few bennies though to beat 16.
Yeah, I'm not going to beat 16.
Yeah, I'm just going to stare at her, and my eyes are just going to twinkle. And I say, I think you should calm down and think about things, and just stand there and contemplate things, and we'll see how we get on. And she starts to be mesmerised by a vampiric stare. Have it. You're looking very tired as well. Have you had a cat nap recently? Because I think you're looking tired as well. Have it. So have it. This gets hit with slumber.
Which one of those was your heck? Which one of those was your evil eye?
Well, casting puppet was I used an action to cast puppet, and then I used evil eye on have it.
That's fine. I just
Cast
like to know
slumber
these
as a
things.
free action.
Yeah, no, I know it was
And
your
then
evil eye. I just don't know which one's which.
I'm just going to calm down and stare at people and talk them out of fighting. And they'll go, "Oh, pretty vampire eyes." I'll just stand there and look at you.
I haven't falls asleep until any loud noises cause him to wake up. In this fight, it's probably quite quick. Okay, then.
So that's everybody.
It's Justice.
Right. Well, since there's nothing up here, and I saw that thing thunder that way.
What with this thing here?
Oh, sorry, he's still alive, isn't it? I thought he was dead. Well, if he's still alive, then I'll have to wallop him.
Well, I mean, you can move away if you want, but I do get to hit you.
Don't think you do because you're shaken. But
I'll spend a penny to get a chance to hit you.
You are not going to get that chance.
Wounds. There we go.
Then I shall move away from him. And I will see what I can see around the corner once I got there. I cannot see a thing, so I shall carry on through if folks will let me. And at that point, I shall call out, "Maestro!" And I will make a fighting test. No, I won't, because I can only do an attack, and I don't do attack, Civet.
Civet's
Yeah,
basically standing there doing nothing at the moment.
Fair enough. I shall say, "Maestro!" And look at the injured Vencalo in shock.
Technically speaking, let's see what happens.
Yeah, people end combat now. It's effectively well, not really, because she could recover.
She's being told to stand there, and yeah, unless she's told to do something that's alien to her nature, she will.
Right. And the cat.
Thaddeus, you're up.
Thaddeus is up.
Because there is a sleeping bad guy and there that could wake up at any time. I'm going to give you one more round, and then to give you someone a chance to dispatch them. They do it very quietly. Get a power on them, don't you? I can't remember what's the proper name. What's the proper term in this? Because coup de grace D20 as well.
So we can do coup de grace.
Finishing move, isn't it? Is that what I call them? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, finishing move.
Yeah, finishing move.
You can just kill a helpless doofer.
Yeah. But you'll have to be quiet about it.
Well, Vendra is a thief, so she'll silence is an innate ability, and just walk up and cut Havoc's throat with a poison dagger.
Right. That's it then, technically. The fight is over.
Are you resetting bennies before you do that? I want to recover.
I'm not resetting bennies. You've got enough to not warrant giving you fresh bennies. You'll lose more bennies than if I don't reset. If that makes sense. So I'm happy to leave it as a ongoing session. Right. Well, the fight is over. Congratulations. So I will unlock movement.
So I don't know what we're doing with Civet, because, by the way,
did the invisible foxy lady, has we found her? This ain't over till we find her.
Basically what happened with the invisible foxy lady was that basically once Civet came charging round the corner here, the fox lady basically ran away. Disappeared.
Well, I shall run to Vencalo and say, "Maestro, you are hurt."
Actually, I don't think No, he
said he
isn't
was
actually.
injured.
No, I thought he was because he took 35 points of damage and then he rolled a 27 to soak it.
It seems you have escaped. I have something for you, and I will take off my backpack and start pulling something out of it, saying, "Where's the other prisoner?"
Because that is, well, I'm afraid I have not found him yet, but that is not the problem. Right now, we must make a move. We must get you back up to the surface, for there we must face the true evil behind all this plan. He sent you all down here to die, whilst disguised in his human form. Come, let me lead the way.
Civet, by the way.
She'll just stand there unless you do something to stop her. He goes, come, let me lead the way, he says, as he wanders back down the corridor.
Are you going to kill Civet?
You do, well, if you leave her standing there, she will just stand there. Don't forget. And you don't do anything to hurt her, she will stand there because you told her just to take it easy and stand there. Is anyone else following Venkala?
I'm going to call to Venkala. And what of who is this Bahor? We were sent here by Gloria Arcona.
Indeed, as he walks down the corridor, he says, "Indeed, did I not just say his human disguise?"
And what of his sister?
Oh, I dispatched of her earlier. That's how I have her javelins and her.
I think we should kill Civet. I think we should all gang up on her.
Since he's walked off, I'm going to.
Right, I mean, I was expecting you all to follow, so he's only got that far.
Master Wildsoul, what was the fox armed with that you saw?
The fox armed with? I don't know.
She had a javelin on her back.
I thought he said he killed her and got the javelins.
He did. She teleported and appeared near me. I was able to surprise her and subdue her and take her away.
Tell you what, while we're still standing,
time is of the efforts. We must put Bahor to the sword. Come, my friends, let's go.
Can I just use my last charge of the helmet? I'm wearing the helmet of
Maestro. We are
Mantis assassins. I will use the last charge of the day on it to cast Greater Detect Arcana, and I want to know if he's really the person or he's actually the fox in disguise.
And Sassafras, same thing. She still has Detect Arcana on her.
Well,
I'm very much aware of this.
I just wondered because the fox was carrying a javelin, he's carrying a javelin. We didn't really know where the fox went to. So could it be the fox just?
The Sassafras, obviously, your detect arcana is dissipating, but as it's fading, you do catch that. However, obviously, you'll have to catch up, Vincalo. He's striding purposely through the dungeon away from you, so you'll have to catch him up if you want to cast anything up.
And I've just got a massive, great big chest out of my backpack and got it on the floor. I said, Maestro, but what about your equipments? Please, a moment. At least let me put them back in my backpack.
Justinius, you fool! It's not him. And she runs up behind him. Can I take an action? I mean,
well, if you say I'll let you take one action. Yes.
As I go running past him, I'm calling Justinius a fool.
Why would the Maestro not want his equipments?
Oh, damage just sucked. I'm gonna Benny that. Oh, worse and worse. Never mind. I bolt him in the back. It fizzles, but you know.
That's why you mentioned the name Balfour. Nobody recognised it because they made it up. They got it wrong. They got the script wrong.
Yeah, Stinius is having fits because I'm shooting bolts at his hero.
Yeah.
Spirit check. Oh, Zavit suddenly yells in rage and starts charging down the corridor.
Will
Okay.
someone please explain what's going on?
Okay, the
And
new
I scream back here, "Oh, there's none so blind as he who will not see."
Thaddeus, you're up first.
Okay, she's turned into a televangelist.
Zavit literally runs down the corridor, jumps over Sassafras, and then combat begins.
It's not terribly hard to jump over Sassafras.
Exactly.
So hang on, they're both attacking each other, so they're not on the same side.
It would appear so.
Feeling that these two are baby sisters who hate each other or something.
This is gets seriously weird,
Messed up.
Can we go to there?
Yeah, you don't need. Yeah.
First off, we'll do as a free
Are you
action.
fighting again? I've not even finished picking up Rakshasa out my claws.
Change the token back, but because it's too much of that. The token back, but anyway. Obviously, I'm just marking it. Those that can see will still see. Then, oh no, but those who've got arcane, magical eyesight can see who it really is. But I've changed the token to E.
So, does anybody want to have a lie down? So this is an action rather than a free action. Oh, wait a minute.
Not psychic. You haven't told me what you're doing yet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out the order of it. Right, free action. Yeah, so if that's all gone a bit repeat, that's all gone a bit. She's snapped out of it. She suddenly started chasing after the fox, and we discovered who the fox is. Can you just lie down and have a snooze, and we'll have think about this later on. So I will cast Slumber as a free action. Somebody's not going to. She might know which one survives. Civet breaks out of it. She's not going to fall for that again. What about the fox? Oh, the fox is not affected.
No.
They're both too full of hatred right now.
Well, can Civet then not attack?
You told them both to go to sleep, and they're both ignoring it. What's Vendor up to? Oh, sorry. No. Well, you can try. You can try. Evil Eye. Don't you need to make eyesight with them? So you can't. Particularly.
So,
argument being is if someone's got their back to you, it's a bit hard to take. No, it doesn't say that, so you're allowed to get away with it. No, the rules doesn't state that, so you can get away with it.
Right, I'm going to cast Puppet 20 on Civet. I'm just going to say, look, I thought we agreed that you're just going to stand here and just kind of chill out and not do anything. Ooh.
Okay. Civet is affected by your puppet. There we go.
Right, okay, so that she's going to get she's going to get a saving throw straight away.
Civet breaks free of your puppet. Because you told her to do something that she really won't do, and therefore she gets a spirit check to break free of it.
Immediately, aye.
Goes forward and attacks Carlo. Hitting once. Doing no damage. Right, you're up.
Okay. That's the corridor that we came up with the traps before, right?
Yes, that
One
you
did
disarmed.
one
You disarmed.
Excellent. Banff.
This is so confusing. So, what was... What's their
Like
agenda?
I said, Banff.
I know. Yeah, Banff to there. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Where are you going? Between them.
I was trying to go behind them.
Okay, so you teleport in and you appear behind Carlo.
Lovely.
He's parrying Civit's attacks left, right, and centre.
He's an ally, right?
Carlo is most certainly an ally, yes. Justice's hero.
In which case, I will move between them because if he's an ally, he should let me pass and attack Civet.
Certainly will let you pass to attack Civit. Civit there, so you can move between them to there.
Thank you.
Although, don't forget, teleporting is an action.
It's a free action.
It's a free action. I apologise. Shutting up.
She's a shadow.
Oh, of course, your
Step to
shadow.
the shadow.
Yeah, shadow step. I apologise. See, I didn't notice. Because you said Banff rather than shadow step, I took it as an action.
I can't help it. It just sounds cool.
Don't get me wrong, I understand that, and I'll endeavour to remember, but it's very much about the trappings there.
Maybe I should say free Banff.
Yes, you should say free Banff. Free action. Or free action Banff. Okay, so that's a wound upon Civet. Attempt to soak that. Civet blocks it and goes, "Idiot, let me kill her!"
Off you go. Go on, sir.
To you, Leia.
Sorry. By all means. I'll step to one side.
Yeah. But she did call Carlo her for the record. So that's fresh, you're up.
Is Leia still in between them, or?
Leia is technically standing between Civet and Carlo, yes. Valiantly defending Carlo from the Sphinx.
It's bedtime. Okay? Go to bed. Yes, you can. It's not a school night, and you've been pretty good today. But if you keep pestering us, the answer.
Sorry, I don't think he realises he's telling you all to go to bed.
Really will be too. I'd play this game for another hour. Uh-oh. Big green templates coming down. You're casting havoc here. You're going to get hit in the face by a Sphinx.
I swear, I know. She's mad.
She's also insane.
I don't think you guys have really paid attention to the fact that gnomes aren't the most thinkingest of the races.
We just thought it was you.
Well, yeah, based on the fact that
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
I mean, yes, I mean, I know exactly what you mean there, because to be honest, it's like it might be someone role playing a gnome, but at the same time, I remember the very first game we ever had, where you
Yeah, I
just
know. You're never gonna let me forget that, right?
And I
Hey,
can't help
thing
but
is,
remember that Deadlands Bridge.
the thing is they had all dropped their weapons until one of the guys who wasn't paying any attention came in and blasted them with fire on their backs, and then they all grabbed their weapons, and it worked.
I know. Okay, but even with the fact they're both distracted, I'm afraid to say they both hold their own against the force. I assume selective force of your havoc.
Yeah, yeah.
That brings us
So,
to Vorka.
Yeah, Vorka's a little on the confused side. The Sphinx said she'd help us, and now she's attacking this guy. And pardon me, let me just slip past you here.
As you come running in,
Civet is bad.
As you come running in, she's also screaming at Leia as Leia's attacking her and she's defending, saying, "Let me at her! I must kill her."
well, and
The Horde demands it.
Who the hell is this Behor that everybody keeps talking about?
So I am going to actually, you know what? I'm going to mage hand against Vencarlo. I'm going to try and distract Vencarlo. Maybe I can make whatever is making her, him, it doing things, not do things. So
It's a gaming perspective. You're pretty distracted from the havoc.
didn't catch that.
Distracted already.
He's distracted already because he's just been hit by a havoc. For the record.
Ah, okay. Then I will make him vulnerable.
Okay, sounds
with
good.
my mage hand.
Okay.
So it is a.
Yeah, you tap him on the shoulder so he turns his head at a key moment.
So that is a success. Yeah, let's make him vulnerable, and we'll call it good.
It is. So, basically, using mage hand, you sort of tap him on the shoulder and he turns around, and so therefore he's vulnerable.
Trying to figure out. Nobody was back there just a second ago. What the hell?
Indeed. Okay, Gaspis, you managed to bungle the chest back into your bag of holding, and now basically it would appear there's a full blown fight going on in the corridor. Leia appears to have appeared in the middle, and Savit's screaming that Behor demands that she kills her.
Will somebody please tell me what's going on? Maestro, who is this Behor? Why is the Sphinx calling you her? What's going on?
And Sassafras stamps her little foot and waves her staff at him and goes, "You moron! It's not Orsini. It's that fox woman in disguise. Whatever. Open your eyes."
They're open. I just don't think they're seeing what you're seeing. And that's going to be my turn.
Brilliant. Given that you already pointed out long ago what was going on, I'm definitely going to have to award you a Benny for role playing brilliantly there. Okay. Then Carlo. Vencarlo throws his javelin of lightning. Basically, as its thrown becomes a stream, so it's going to hit, but unfortunately, Leia is in the way.
I do keep doing that to myself.
So I'm afraid to say Leia is hit by the lightning bolt that the javelin turns into. And then so is Civet. Yes. There we are. So I'm afraid it's basically the environmental, the electrical. I'm actually going to spend a Benny to re-roll the damage. That's not going to get any better. So I'm afraid that looks like that's a wound upon Leia. She gets lightning bolted in the back.
I soak that then.
And yes. Yeah, no problem at all. And then going to back away, noticeably limping, as if in much pain. Round. Vorka getting the Joker.
Awesome.
I don't know what happened there. It suddenly I don't know what happened there. It suddenly jumped past everyone. Anyway, Vorka got the Joker.
Okay, Vorka got the Joker. Vorka just saw this guy shoot Leia with the lightning bolt. That upsets him.
Well,
I'm going to push past everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
He hit Vorka in the back with the lightning bolt, or hit Leia in the back with the
Yep.
lightning bolt, and I don't like that. So I'm actually going to move up there and give him a whack.
Okay.
Not all of us are doing the hero worship thing that Gastinius has been doing.
And Carlo sneers, pitiful. And then you hit him.
Yeah, let's mini that.
Yeah.
That was kind of a craptastic. Shaken. Yeah, I'll take a shaken. Because that will let me tumble past him then. Ha ha!
Very nice. Okay. As I have no time for this. Oh, wow, someone distracted them, didn't they? Try again. The last penny. Carlo recovers from being shaken and attacks Vorka because Vorka attacked him. Missing. Spend a penny on that. Missing again. He obviously needs these rapiers, that's the problem. Thaddeus Wild Soul, you're up, sir.
So Vencarlo is clearly not Vencarlo.
Well, everyone keeps attacking him, for the record.
No, but I'm just going to ask Vencarlo, look, we're all friends here. Why don't you just show us who you really are? In fact, I'm going to Benny that as well. There we go. So tell me, who are you really? I mean, can't you just drop the skies? You're all among friends and all that. Oof. It's a battle of wolves, isn't it? You can talk to me, I'm a friend. You know, just why don't you just drop the skies?
He basically equals your role. Therefore,
right, okay, shenanigans.
Because you have a -2 on your spell casting. So therefore, your 22 becomes a 20, and Vencarlo's 20.
How come I've got a -2 in my spell casting?
Because she's got arcane resistance.
Vencarlo has arcane resistance.
Resistance, right, okay.
I'm afraid you rolled a 20, Vencarlo rolls a 20. That gets us Gastus.
Right, yeah, that was a blow for morale.
Just keep the confusion going.
A really good try.
It was a really good try. Gastus.
Right. Gastus is still a little bit confused here.
It should be pointed out that right now Vencarlo is fighting Walker as you look down the corridor as she glimpses past a bit.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get down there, though. So,
And obviously Sassafras is still bouncing up and down from one foot to the other, screaming at you.
right. Well, in which case, what I'd like to do is, whether you need this to be an action or not, is run up the back of the Sphinx and jump over Leia's head from the back of the Sphinx.
I'm going to say that's going to have to be an opposed athletics roll against a bit.
Okay, I will.
As soon as you jump on her back, she will try and throw you off.
Yeah, as long as she throws me off in the correct direction, it's all fine.
Obviously, I won't. If you don't beat her, then it won't happen. But if you do beat her, you control it. So yeah. Oh.
Well, I'd best spend a penny on that then, really, hadn't I?
Yeah, really. Yeah, you're fine.
Better.
She's got her horns in her twist.
Ignore the reroll because obviously I'm not spending a penny on the reroll. Annoyingly.
And I'm going to, using the height that I've got, bring the pommel of both my weapons down on Vencarlo's head to knock him out. With a cry of, "No, Maestro! He's an ally!"
Go for it.
What part of that's not Vencarlo are you not grasping?
You know the saying, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, Thaddeus must be around here somewhere.
Indeed. So that's non-lethal. That's non-lethal damage.
Okay, I need to take 4 points off the damage done to Vencarlo.
Is he not weak to piercing damage? No, because I'm not piercing. I'm walloping him with the
Exactly.
pommel, aren't I? But
Indeed.
it was a headshot, so you don't need to take 4 off because I did take the -4 to hit the head.
Oh, you did you? Okay.
Yes.
Spend Vencarlo's last penny then. Vencarlo's last penny spent.
And then I'll use my other hand as well, because the other hand's coming down on him.
Which you didn't do the cool shot to the head, did you, on the roll? So.
Yes, I did.
Oh yes, you did. -3. I apologise.
Yep. I've got wild attack going on and other things as well. So.
Yeah, so you don't need to make that +4. You know what I mean?
I didn't put the plus. I
know you didn't. I know you didn't. Non-lethal. Okay, well that's a wound on Vencarlo.
And that will be that.
Brings us to Leia, who's just still standing in front of Svit after Gaster's jumped over your head and Vorka sort of tumbled between your legs.
I mean, I get that Vencarlo isn't who he's supposed to. It says, okay, English did not happen at all there. I get that Vencarlo is definitely not who he's supposed to be, but isn't Civet still an enemy? I am right about that, right?
Oh, she's definitely an enemy.
Great. Well, I'll go with what I'm confident.
She's only been attacking Vencarlo until you got in the way.
Why is she red?
Because she started by attacking Gastus, but Gastus said something, and she went, "Oh, right, okay, let's go kill Vencarlo instead."
Oh.
I've been trying to get her to calm down, but she's absolutely determined to kill
Vencarlo.
whatever Vencarlo is.
Okay then, well I'll try this. I'm going to leap over Gastus and see if I can knock Vencarlo out. Non-lethal damage.
Okay, I'll just have you push Gastus out of the way and then make an athletics check.
Okay.
You're playing leapfrog.
We are. Should be noted that Civet does not attack you as you leave the area. No, does not perform her free attack upon you. Okay, you successfully land in front of Vencarlo. Goes, it's the person. Hello, Jiminy. I shall let the bennies know. Are you still stuck robbing trains? Sorry, we're not playing Deadlands, are we? Are you still stuck trying to get home from work on trains, I should say?
Really? That's not enough to cause a result.
Well, you rolled a
No.
couple ones there.
I got 11 in total.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you rolled a couple ones there.
Okay, well, I'll see if I
Hint,
can roll
hint.
better.
Yes, Vencarlo is very sturdy fellow.
That's better.
Only bennies left. I do. That's a wound. To deal with that.
But non-lethal.
Yep. It says claws fist, doesn't it? That's supposed to claws. In that case, technically, you possibly didn't wound because if you're using your claws as a fist,
I didn't use my claws. I pressed fist for both of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't have AP2, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, Leia should, because monks have a standard
Oh,
AP.
monks. Sorry, I apologise. Yes, monk fist punches still have AP. I apologise. Shutting up.
Fist of
Sassafras.
fury.
Sassafras is going to step back and wave to Rudy, and she's
Yeah.
communicating with him quietly. He's got a flight of 12.
Remember, it's crouching dwarf punching cat.
He's going to come around here and
Very good.
see her. Where's Civet? Go ahead and move him so I can see Civet. Okay, he's right there. And he's going to go flying around her head and he's going to breathe on her.
Okie that is.
And a little cloud of fairy dust. So let me go ahead and roll it.
That's a breath weapon attack. It's with a raise.
Which basically is. Well, I was
isn't it?
trying to guess. The slumber is the breath weapon.
Okay. Breath weapon, fairy dust, cone template, causes distraction. Okie.
Okay, I was planning on rolling the slumber. That's all right.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. It just says breath weapon, fairy dust, causes distraction. Do you mean you were casting slumber? Sorry, you were casting slumber. Misunderstood you. That's
Yeah,
still
because I rolled the wrong thing. I rolled the wrong thing.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I misunderstood. No problem at all. Slumber is resisted by spirit. Need to beat 7. And I fail.
Kind of slumps to the floor.
Yep.
Out of the way. And then Rudy's just going to hover over her to make sure she stays that way.
Okay. With Svit going down, then Carlos, although Shakers goes to lane. Now this ridiculous charade is dealt with, and you've incapacitated the Sphinx. We need to get out of here and deal with the real threat. Will you stop attacking me, young lady?
And then Sassafras is going to scream once again, that is not Orsini!
Did you just call me young lady?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not improved my temperament.
So are we out of combat, are we?
I don't think we
That's
are, no.
not Orsini! Sassafras is back here jumping up and down. That's not Orsini. Why is nobody listening to me? Because I'm only
Didn't I?
It's because I'm only 3 foot tall and have green hair, isn't it?
Is that your action then? Jumping up and down and screaming?
That's all I'm gonna do. Listen, because nobody's listening to me, and I'm sure it's because of my height and my green hair. I'm gonna pout.
Hawker, you're up, sir. And Carlo is trying to pay for common sense and calm here. What are you going to do? She's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Alloying, that gives you that's +1 gang up, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice. Was that the flat or the was that the point?
Oh, that was well. I'm wild attacking, so it was probably the point.
Yes, I don't think you get much choice if you're wild attacking. Yep, so you stab Ben Carlo. Ben Carlo recovers from being shaken. And let's see. Desperation, then Carlo disappears. Then Carlo vanishes.
Is anybody else starting to hate this place?
Thaddeus.
It's that fox lady. Can't anybody see her?
Multi
Can I
action.
sniff her? As,
Oh, you
she's
most
like,
certainly can. You most
she's
certainly
still
can.
there.
Yeah. Most certainly. Yeah, most certainly. And
So
obviously
that's what I
Borka's
was gonna
blocking the
say.
way, so all they can do is go invisible and hope that they can flatten themselves out of the way when you
So, like
give
I
up.
said, it's activating a magic item in action, isn't it? Yes.
Activating a magic item is an action. Yes.
Right. Okay. So we're going to multi-action then. We are going to use the last charge on the Mask of the Mantis.
Enables. You see,
I think it's greater. I think it's greater.
yeah, it's
Detect
major
Arcana.
major detect arcana. So yeah,
Right.
which means you can instantly see where Vencarlo is standing, and you can also see
And his true form.
you can also see Vencarlo appears to be a female fox.
So I went as a free action. I'll say with the fox is over there. And then again, I'll try and persuade the fox to reveal itself because we're all pals. And I'm going to Benny the crap out of this because I
Don't
can.
forget to put a -2 on it.
We'll do that at the end because they're probably going to
Yeah.
do it. In fact, we'll do that at the end because we're going to.
As far as you're concerned, now you've activated
here we
your
go.
last charge on
Very
your
good
mask.
venue.
That's one thing going on. Okay, so that's a 19. 19.
19. I'm going to critical fail if I keep rolling, so we're going to make a roll. Make a roll against 21. Just reveal yourself because we're all friends here. Do you know what I mean?
Okie dokie. That's a puppet roll. Which,
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not threatening, is it? I'm just saying that just, we're all friends. Why don't you show me your face?
base commands that don't directly harm themselves. So if they reveal themselves, then they would cause harm.
But it's not direct harm.
This includes inaction as well, so a controlled character won't just stand idle by if he knows his friends are in danger. With a raise, the target will harm himself, which he did get on the 21, but gets a spirit throw as a free action. Okie dokie.
Got to beat 19.
Didn't I got a 6? Got 3 in fact.
Can't have that many bennies to be bent roll again.
Okay, so Vencarlo doesn't look like Vencarlo anymore. Vencarlo looks like that.
She is
That's
kind
a
of
flashback.
boxy.
Told you.
Right.
Is everybody is everybody on the same page?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going.
While Sassafras stands over here jumping up and down. I've been telling you.
Okie dokie. I'm doing an opposed. Let me last penny on this. Hey, everyone shouting will obviously wake up Civet. So basically, she tries to push Leia and Gastus aside. Getting an 8 on the strength, so that's opposed to strength tests. She literally will just barrel you out of the way if you unless you want to stand firm. It won't be any hurt, you know, you're just pushed aside is what the point I'm trying to make is. Unless you want to stop it, but
Yeah,
nice.
Leia finds herself pushed into the statue niche. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like I'm not going to be able to stop it.
Okay, so I'm just going to have you sort of pushed either side out the way as she gets to there.
Maybe
Okay.
it's smarter to just let them kill each other.
Okay, Gastus, you got pushed. I know you technically wouldn't have been in the niche, but it was you basically got flattened to the side of the wall and you're back okay now.
Well, I think I'm going to perform the same maneuver as I did last time. Oh, didn't target.
Don't worry. I can do. Lots of console errors there because she was obviously. Anyway, so an 11 beats 11, so she basically blocks your advance.
Well, we'll try and get past. Oh, actually, I'm jumping, and I have boots of leaping and springing, which does give a +2 to a jump. And I also didn't need to spend a penny for a reroll because I'm an acrobat, so meh. So the +2 would have been a 13, which would have been a success. So I shall leap over her back and say, right, now where is the maestro? And I'm going to attack both of them.
Okay.
Okay, this has just gotten just insane.
Oh,
It's
totally.
it's got to be it's definitely one of the most complicated fights yet. And I actually fixed the rotating dungeon, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay.
Why did that go on Vimander? That should not have gone on Vimander.
Because you sneaked attacked Ander and then you.
Sorry. I was thinking that was Vendra. Yes, Vimander. Yes, you're right. That is in the right place.
Okay, well that's the end of Amanda. You skewer them.
And then the Mangosh is going to go into Civet because Gastus is just getting very confused and wants to cause violence at the moment.
He's embarrassed that he was fooled.
Oh, definitely.
What you're probably doing is upsetting her, it has to be said.
I probably am. You're absolutely right.
One, you denied her the kill she wanted most in the world, and two, now you're attacking her.
Yeah, I'd like her to have pace -2 though, please, because I did get that edge last session. and I've not had a chance to use it. She's still alive, and I've wounded her, so I want her to be pace -2. Stabbed her in a paw or something.
Okie dokie. That brings us to Leia, who's got pushed into an alcove.
I'm not particularly impressed about that.
Getting
This has been
shoved
the
against
most disrespectful bunch of,
Did I
we've
hear
ever
that
had to kill.
somebody finished to kill the fox, or is she still going?
The fox is dead.
The
I
fox
just-
is down, yeah.
I
Okay.
just ran her through.
Okay. Is Civet all crazy attacky still?
She will be now. I've just attacked her.
I think actually I'm just going to go on hold for now because I'm no longer sure what's going on.
Probably sensible. At the end of the day, what's actually
Okay.
happened is basically Civet has spent all the time trying to kill the fox person and ignoring the rest of you. And then Gastus has come along, killed the person she wanted to kill, and then attacked her. So as you can imagine right now, she's going to be very annoyed. Sassafras, you're up.
Because nobody listens to me.
Anyway, Sassafras, you're up.
Yeah, I hear that.
I know you are. I know you did.
I hope somebody can cast divination later on to explain what's going on.
That wasn't what I was trying to cast. I was trying to go with the bolt and grab the wrong one. I do believe. And I didn't drop it on her. So that should have been a bolt. A greater bolt. Because I spent the extra power points. Score the same.
Yep, sorry, I was reading something there. So that's a... Yep.
It's greater bolt, so I paid for the extra power points because I'm just really tired of this and nobody's listening to me.
Unfortunately, it has no. It basically seems to be seems to absorb it.
Well, don't that just bite? Okay. And then Rudy's going, no, that's not the way you do it. He's going to come over here and he's going to breathe on her again.
Okie dokie.
Only this is with the slumber, so I'll cast the slumber.
Okay.
Does she gets to resist it with spirit, right?
Indeed. Bewildered Badger says, let the bellies flows.
Yay!
Spirit check. Needing to beat a 6. Got a 5.
And the penny for the GM.
This
And a
is
penny
the
for
second.
GM, which I'm going to spend. Thank you,
Right,
Badger.
Yeah, because you didn't want her put to sleep by the little butterfly dragon twice in a row, right?
Thank you. I just when I needed that penny. Thank you.
She just came back. Oh, that was that was a reversal there, wasn't it?
Okay, that gets us to Vorka. Needs to stabilize. Oh, you're stabilizing Vamanda. Because if you're talking, we can't hear you. Assuming that's a stabilization.
Have you seen what Bewildered Badger? I think he's a cultist of Muhaha.
He is, isn't he? Oh, I did love that. And guys generate their PowerPoints to cast spells. Laughs. Assuming that was Vorka stabilizing Vamanda.
Very much looks like it.
I'm going to assume that's actually Amanda not incapacitated. Put back the combat tracker then.
I didn't hear Vorka, Robert.
I don't.
No, we've lost his sound.
Okay, Gastus, you're up.
Okay, well, I think we'll deal with the Sphinx. Now that I've made her really angry.
Be very upset that Walker's just stabilised Amanda. Hey,
We can do a Benny on that, I think. Which didn't help a great deal. Okay, then we'll go with the other hand. Right, let's go back to that 14 and double it to 28.
I hate you, sir. Still 3 wounds that I can't do anything about.
And while Gastus is kind of repeatedly stabbing his rapier in his kind of saying, "Where is the maestro?"
Is she dead yet?
And after a little moment, he'll kind of chill out and go, I don't know what came over me. Where's the maestro?
That is.
In fact, you know what? I could put. It has to be a medium burst template, doesn't it? Because you can't get a small one. Right, here we go. It's a bit beardy. Okay, as an action, we'll cast a selective. Let's just check this. Let's stick a penny in PowerPoint just to make sure before we deduct them. As an action, we're going to cast Slumber, selective, medium burst template. That's a success.
7.
It's a raise.
No, it's not. You got a 7.
I've got a 7. Are they both got thingy?
Yes. One's unconscious, and the other one one's unconscious, and the other one only needs to roll a 7 to defeat you.
Where'd that go? Right, what we'll do is we'll Benny the first roll.
You get an 11.
Right, we'll stick it on 11. So you beat 11. Please spend pennies on it. Please spend pennies on it. So they're both going to go to sleep.
One of them's already unconscious.
Yes.
They can't go to sleep.
Uh-huh. Well, I wasn't sure she was going to wake up because of Vorka stabilised, so I thought, why, we can afford it, so let's just...
I suppose, yeah, I'll give you... Oh, yeah, I see what you're coming from.
Oh, that's a critical failure.
No one's got any bennies left. GM side of things.
I'd say that he was trying to put her to sleep, but in her semi-comatose, highly injured state, even stabilized, he just killed her.
I like the evilness there. I like the evilness. I'm going to kill her and give you a Betty for your beautiful level of evilness. Right, if it now, Civet is asleep.
I was going to kind of try and capture both of them and find out what the hell is going on, but
okay,
yeah.
it's
You just
technically
put her
her
to
round
you just
next.
killed her.
So someone can just finish her off if they want to. If anyone wants to finish her off, just finish her off now. Otherwise, you have to be very quiet and move away quietly from her.
I'm going to tie her up. I'm going to hog tie her.
Okay. I should put her on hold. Okie dokie. Tokens unlocked. Counts as being
Vork is
bound.
sitting there going, poke, poke. But I stabilized you. Poke, poke, poke. You're supposed to still be alive. Poke, poke.
You
Where in the
poke-
seven hells is the maestro and the other prisoner?
Walker, you poked a hole. Look, all the blood fell out.
Okay.
Once
What
Civet
is going on then?
once Civet is hogtied, I'm going to slap her around the face until she wakes up.
Aye, so what is going on here then? So she just attacked. Well, she did attack one of us, and then she went and attacked the fox. But the fox never attacked anybody. It ran away, and it pretended to come back as somebody else to lead us.
She
to something.
struggles in vain against her.
Where is Vencarlo Orsini? Where are the prisoners kept?
There are no prisoners. We ate them.
I will slap her around the face again. This can be done the nice way. She only gets one attempt against rope.
Yes, she does under the new rules. Right, what's the rest of you up to? While there's while there's a quarter session going on that she won't give it to.
Loot the bodies.
Loot the bodies. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's bodies. Amanda. Party sheet. I don't really. I just yeah. Right. Inventory. Inventory. Come on. Going up there. Some very interesting lags going on. Main tab, give Amanda to there. However, she threw one of the javelins, so there's one left. Svit, your she's in here, and then I Svit, there you go. So there's your party sheet. There's your sheet.
Are the armbands magical?
No, the javelin, the three
Two kukris and the 3 wands.
3 kukris.
Three kukris. I missed that. Yeah.
Yep, 3
Can I have
wands.
the wands? Can I have the wands? Can I have the wands?
Well, I don't know what that solo kukri is.
I'm only caring about the wands, so
very-
anything that identifies one of the wands.
The matching kukris I'm able to figure out.
I don't really do that. I don't really do the study.
Oh, that's really annoying. I forgot she had that bloody wand. She wouldn't have gone invisible. She would have just bamfed out of there. But oh well, my mistake.
That's what Gastus is
Five-
saying to Civet while they're looting the corpses.
Yeah, I'm all excited about the wands, so I'm gonna run one on each of the wands. I've succeeded on the first one.
So Sassafras identifies a wand.
I identified two
Walker
wands.
identifies the kukris. Thaddeus, what were you doing in a cult roll on?
What's left?
I did a
Uh,
second one. I did a second one on another
a
one of the
javelin,
wands.
a javelin, a kukri, and a wand.
And an undefined, unidentified item. What's an unidentified item?
I have no idea. Where's it in the list?
At the very bottom.
At the very bottom.
Hey,
On ours, anyway.
it should say magical wand on it.
It says unidentified item, and then if you go into it, unidentified weapon.
There is a third wand up there. There's another thing though that says unidentified.
Okay, so they obviously. Yes. Sorry, you mean the. Sorry, you mean this one, don't you? Sorry, the order's obviously different for me and you. The order's obviously different for you and me. You ID'd the magical javelin, did you?
We have one more wand to identify. I'll try that.
Well, you've got a javelin, a kukri, and a wand. So I just want to know what Thaddeus identified. That's all I want to know right now.
Well, everything is identified now, isn't it? Collectively, as a group, we've got everything, I think.
Yeah.
No, the magical kukri hasn't been identified.
So, what is the magical kukri?
I'll make a difficult roll, and I'll tell you. Volker couldn't identify it.
I don't study magic. Does the duck know?
There you go.
Yeah, while they're all going through all that, I'm talking to Civet. I've put in the chat what I'm saying.
I know.
Happy to perform it if need be. And I'm offering her healing, so I'll try and do it the nice way.
Common knowledge roll.
Make a common knowledge roll, okay? Well, I'll Benny that. I'll Benny it again.
Have you got 2 wands of dimensional door there?
Probably with different charge counts.
Why the hell have you still causing that? I cleared targets. Why are you still causing?
I have no idea. I'm still targeting Civet, apparently.
Okay. So anyway, obviously you make your persuasion roll, but from your common knowledge, you do recognize Civet as a dark sphinx, an outsider from one of the deepest circles from hell. You also know, therefore, from legends, dark sphinxes are keepers of secrets. Therefore, questioning her is probably asking her to tell you something she's keeping secret is probably very futile.
Fair enough, and I know that
she'll break out if I puppet her. She'll just break out of it straight away because of the nature.
I mean, you were very persuasive, but she's still a keeper of. If her whole sort of raison d'etre is a keeper. Yeah, her raison d'etre is to keep secrets. I'm afraid you're not going to get her to talk.
Then, once she won't, then I will say, very well, then I shall free you from your earthly bonds and return you to the hells, and I will slit her throat.
Okie dokie. Right. Do you wish to continue on? Right. So obviously there's a load of equipment you might want to take. There's the rest. You've still got a dungeon to explore.
Fighting the fox. I think we'll never know then what the whole deal with the fox was.
They acted like sisters who hated each other.
The Sphinx, the Dark Sphinx, said that she served Glorio Arcona. And as he had said that his sister might prevent us from reaching Maestro Orsini and wished to kill us, when I mentioned this, she attacked the fox. who then took the form of Orsini and insisted we return above to fight Behor, who is really a Rakshasa.
Yes,
I
that's
think-
right. And everybody went, who's Behor?
Indeed, now that I've had time to think, I
We'll
believe
deal
that
with that, D.
Behor,
Thank you.
the Rakshasa is Glorio Arcona, and this, and I'll point at the corpse of the fox lady, was his sister, also a Rakshasa, as many of the denizens of this magical dungeon of theirs. I fear we will have to find the prisoners down here ourselves, and then we may need to have a reckoning with Master Arcona or Behor, or who or whatever he might be.
I wonder if I could ask the butler a question from here.
The filthy floor of this chamber is covered by a thick layer of rubble, bones, and other debris. A lever protrudes from the centre of the wall opposite the entrance block. I can't actually see a lever on the map there. So it's obviously a rotational lever that's obviously missing off this map. So pretend I didn't say that bit. Okay.
I could potentially interrogate the butler from here, but it's very rude.
A short hallway leads out of a small room. Okay. Walker, make a notice check, please. Probably.
Can I keep the wands? Can I keep the wands? Can I?
Yeah, Bork is just kind of, ooh, that's kind of a cool bone. Oh, I wonder what that's from.
Master
Okey-dokey.
Vorka, the ring that Master Arcona gave you. May I see it?
Right, now I just need to get out.
Did I just fall in a hole?
No, but for some reason, there we go. Yeah, you failed the notice check. So if you happen to be, if your character or NPCs happen to fall under that area of effect, you get to make a spirit check because Walker triggered a trap that he failed to notice.
No, Genie is okay.
Oh!
Oh
And
dear.
Bork also critically fails resisting whatever it is.
Okay.
Thaddeus is okay.
Vadius doesn't have his conviction anymore.
Yeah, and Gastus is calling after Vorka. Can I see that ring that Master Arcona gave you? And then whatever triggers.
Then you hear a loud thump as Vorka hits the floor and starts snoring.
I'll take that as a no.
Anyone else who fails will also
Everybody
join.
under the red thing has to do a spirit check.
Yep, or basically you fall asleep like Vorka has.
Vendra gets knocked out. Vendra goes to sleep.
Vendra goes to sleep.
Now Rudy is touching it. Does he need to roll?
Yes, he does, and so does Majenko, I'm afraid. For ease, I'm just going to put Aki and Cease to sleep for ease.
As people start falling asleep ahead of us, and I've said about getting the ring to look at from Vorka, I will then turn to Leia, who's the only other person that's not in the area of effect, and say, I don't think they noticed we were searching for traps earlier, do you?
Well, Sassafras wasn't affected. Neither was Rudy.
No, but everybody else is falling over asleep.
Okay. So obviously,
And Bork is impulsive. He doesn't care.
I'm impulsive, but that means I check for traps impulsively.
Vorka, what I will say is obviously the reason you didn't notice anything is before you could say anything, you did notice something up ahead. But obviously before you could mention it, you triggered the trap and fall asleep. But you do see something, and that's what you see.
I will step forward and hopefully not fall asleep.
Sitting in that throne by any chance?
I'm not sure. I will have to read the description in a second. Why did I think it was slumber? You're actually stunned. But sleeping's more fun, so I've turned it into a thing of sleep. Okay.
And then I will walk through as well.
Yeah. Well, once it's triggered, it doesn't say it resets, so
Yeah.
it's okay. And obviously, by being sleeping, you obviously all you have to do is wake him up, isn't it? Because that's how
Well,
slumber
I'm
works.
not going to wake him up first. I'm going to look and see if he's
Okay.
wearing the ring that we were given by Arcona.
He is. It's on his left pinky finger.
So I'm going to gently take it off and peer at it, and make an occult roll based on the thing I asked the GM about just now.
Bahor give you that. Sorry, Glorio gave you that ring, didn't he?
Glorio gave him that ring, and based on the occult roll I made before, I'm wondering.
Gloria Arcana's Ring of Evasion.
Yeah, that's the one.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a dagger that's turned into a spy, a monster.
Yeah, it's a
Big
gorgeous ring with a
green
deep green
bloodstone.
bloodstone. Yes.
It is what I think it is it?
If you think it's linked to, well, let's just have a look at your blurb. The color, yes, very much so. It's exactly what
I
you think it
will-
is.
I will look straight at it, I will shake my head, and say, we are going to free the Maestro. You do understand that, don't you? And then if you haven't left, we are coming for you. I'll give this back to Master
What?
Walker.
Yeah. But right now, while you're doing all that, to the north, a green throne sits atop a dais at the northern end of the room. To either side stand statues of a tiger-headed man. Each holds aloft a pair of chains from which manacles dangle. Dried blood splatters the floor, and even the throne and statues filling the room with a stale streak. Dressed in tattered rags, his body a display of bruises and partially healed cuts and scrapes, Carlo Orsidi can be seen.
I will call for Argenia, who I will send to heal him. I will then finish my
I imagine
dialogue.
he's shackled to one of the statues.
Yeah. I will finish my dialogue to the ring and then put it back on Vorka's finger and wake him up, and then I will go and see if I can unshackle the prisoner. But Argenia will go and heal him first.
Let's have him shackled then, shall we? And not... Taken 3 wounds and 2 points, suffered 2 points of fatigue.
Well, since it's an innate power, Argenia can cure the 3 wounds quite easily.
You'll still be battered and bruised. Okay.
There isn't somebody else chained
Does
up
he
here, then?
need relief then? Does he?
Well, relief just subdues it, doesn't it? Doesn't get rid of it. It's not like the old suck all power.
All right.
But yeah. Right, Civit's throne. I found some more things I want to fix. If I go to there, do that, and then I can do that. Okay. Do that. He looks up and he says, "It's quite. I should have done that. This should be a silent speaker." There you go. It just went wrong. But anyway, Ben Carlo says it's quite a delight to see you. He then eagerly tells you that the key to his manacles is hidden under the throne's cushion.
Well, I've already picked the lock anyway, but
Fair enough.
Walker should be waking up by now. I gave him a shake before.
Oh
I came up here.
yeah. Sorry, anyone who had slumber is unslumbered. If someone wakes them up, that's not a problem.
Well, once again, I shall get the chest out of my backpack and say, I believe these are yours, Maestro.
Looks like you caught me. Well done. But we don't have time to talk about it. Let's rescue Neolandius and get the hell out of Korvosa first. We have plenty of time to talk over this later, I assure you.
Well, perhaps
Okay.
you might want to take your blade at the very least.
Indeed. So what actually happens there is, and someone already knows this, Ben Carlo leads you all the way back through the dungeon to the very start, where you started on this level. There we go. Sync part view. There he goes. I would. He smiles and goes, "It is understandable. I mean, you can cast relief on him if you want. It would help numb the injuries, won't it?" He goes, "It's completely understandable. It took it. If I hadn't already known what to look for, I would have missed it." And with that, he walks through the wall there as if he isn't there.
Well, wonders will never cease. Oh, Master Vorka, that ring you're wearing? Our patron can see us through it. Just thought you ought to know. I've promised that we'll kill him later if he's still up there when we return. Like I say, just thought you ought to know. And if no one else is following him, Gastus will follow Vencarlo down the stairs.
I'm going to keep up because I don't want to be left in this dungeon all by myself.
Hang on.
Yeah, so it's an illusionary wall.
Mm.
They wonder we completely missed this, don't we?
Someone didn't, because I managed to put them the wrong side of the wall when I dragged them onto the map earlier. But anyway. Okay, this large room is lit by a heartily burning fire pit in the room's centre. Cages hang on chains dangling from hooks in the ceiling, or racks, strapados, gibbets, and other implements of torture fill the floor space. A set of immense wooden doors stand in the wall to the north, while to the south several narrow cells.
Where's Vencarlo?
He's behind. He's at the back of the group. Just.
Oh, right. Okay.
He's there. He's just behind all the NPCs.
Where is Master Neolandus? Do you know, sir?
Hold.
Oh, right.
Place him.
Yeah, Vorka stepped in, saw a door, and opened it.
I know, but there's someone in this room.
Oh, of course there is.
Okay, so I don't think you have time to. You won't really open the door because as you step in here, there's a 6-armed individual in this room, apparently.
Six arms?
3 heads.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's much more fun than opening a door. Yeah, let's go play with her. Him? They?
It? I'm beginning to tire of this dungeon.
6-armed woman has 3 fanged faces on her head. She wears colourful robes and her hands wield several exotic weapons. So yeah, let's put Neolandius on over here. I hadn't level existed. She's finished placing the sobbing Neolandinus into one of the stretching racks. The Neolandinus is sobbing. You managed to read this point without raising alarms or interacting. Okay, I have no abandon you. Oh, this review, so that's that. Yeah. So basically, she turns to face you. I don't think there's going the other room record. And yeah. So I'm just looking ahead. We're so close to the end. I think we'll finish this fight. You don't. If you go to the next room, it's just a fight against 4 skeletal mastodons that power the rotations of the dungeon.
Right.
But anyway, so in fact, I'm almost inclined. Well, let's see. We better see what happens. So, has she got any tactics? She doesn't have tactics. It doesn't tell you if she attacks. I assume she will because she's well stocked torture chamber, struck a bargain, although torture as long as it applies to victims. Pretty sure I would detach emotion as curiosity. I'm going to say, well, it's up to you. She's basically placing, as you walk in, she's placing a sobbing Neolandus onto the rack. You want to do?
Unhand him is what I want to do. If this is where the maestro says the other prisoner is, that looks very much like the other prisoner. I shall shout unhand him and leap forwards.
Okay. Okay, she will deal. Why? Aggie should be on hold. Leia gets dealt a card.
Then Carlo got a joker. Does that get us bennies?
He's green, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bennies.
Well, you need to give him though because he's an NPC.
No, if he's green, it should get you bennies.
It didn't.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't
I
it?
think it did. Yeah. Damn.
Fortunately, that's as far as he gets. He's obviously not as fast as you because, okay,
Wounded.
he's battered. He's a bit battered. Okay. You know what? It's an intelligent creature. I can't be asked to do the fight. He's just going to bamf.
Makes sense.
He's just going to bamf. It can
Well,
bamf up to. It can bamf up to 10,000 miles. So you don't.
It can bamf 10,000 miles. Okay, so it can bugger off. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it can bounce back to its original plane. So you have, it's not. I'm not, to be honest, a fight just for the sake of the fight at this point. Do you know what I mean? It's pointless. I think you've done all the important bits as far as I'm concerned. You rescued Neolandus. Congratulations.
Now all we have to do is see if Master Arcona's still there and finish him off.
Indeed. When you get back,
he's wise, he'll have left.
He has. When you get back upstairs, both him and his butler have departed the place. So,
I wonder if we could ask the butler where he's gone.
why the butler, being a Rakshasa, went with his master?
Because I can still, I could.
Well,
We could ask him to answer the message signal. The next message signal he receives, and then
Trust me, they're gone. They're gone. You ain't getting.
It doesn't make a difference.
I'll point.
I hate to tell you this, but I can cast puppet on him no matter where he is. If he's on,
you can try.
I can cast puppet on him.
Look, I'm trying to finish the fucking book. You can do it next time when they come for revenge. Fucking shut up.
I will point out to everybody now that Rakshasa can instill a scrying thing into bloodstone gems, very much like the one that is on the ring that was given to Vorka. And I'm pretty certain that whether he's called Behor or whether he's called Arcona, he can see what we're doing through that ring that he's given to Vorka.
Yeah. So he knows exactly where you're up to. So it's up to you what you do with that ring. But that's by the by. The point I'm saying is they have magical defenses put up. That means you can't contact them. Simple as that. But they can send assassins your way. Anyway.
That's why I don't take the scrying hex, because that would be all props. You'd have to read well ahead Because I'd be like, where are they gone? What does it look like?
Okay, so
Because we see them.
even though you haven't made public enemies of yourselves, you are on Queen Ilosa's growing list of problems to solve. But Neolandis most certainly is, and obviously also is Vencarlo. You can't stay in Old Korvosa, and both he and Vencarlo know this. Vencarlo wants out of the city as well, just to spend some time to think things over and plan his next move. He recommends to you, the party, that you do the same. Although there are reasons for them to maintain, although he understands, obviously, there are, there ties to the city. He explains he has friends in the nearby town of Hearst, the same one to which he sent Trinia Sabor. He suggests that he, Neolandis, and yourselves find the fastest route out of the city. This is a relatively safe. This, he says, is a relatively safe way to head up the coast for a few miles, as long as you do so under the cover of darkness or magic to avoid being spotted. Then he says you can make your way inland to Haas, where you can plan your next move.
But Maestro, now more than ever, the city needs Blackjack.
I don't know. The Queen's kind of corrupt, that all the guards are turning. She basically had evidence she was spreading the disease, man. This is the authorities are not with us.
At the end of the day, from a complete metagaming perspective, the Queen's got plot armor unless she happens to leave the city and do something.
Aye, that's what I mean. What we've seen.
I hate the way they force it. It's a railroad job. It's time to leave the city, basically.
Right.
No, okay. I'm in favour of leaving the city, because the whole thing about the hospital and them deliberately affected and everybody. I mean, she's essentially killing for starters, and was the attack on her. She got her face cut open and she just didn't die.
Here you go. I knew there was a good reason somewhere. I just had to get ahead of it. So obviously during this voyage, Vencarlo and Neolandis discuss things with you about how they came to Old Korvosa and asking you about information and what's happening in the city. When they learn about Marcus's failed assassination attempt, their eyes grow large and Vencarlo curses under his breath. This is proof that Neolandis' fears have in fact come true. Queen Ilosa has become something more than a human reincarnation, something more than human, the reincarnation of a draconic warlord, long thought to be dead. And as long as she wears the crown of fangs, she retains this power. But there may be a few methods to defeat her. Neolandis knows who may hold the secret of defeating this evil, perhaps even saving the Queen from her fate. Years before Chelax came to Varissia, the region known as Korvosa had been the tribal lands of the Shoanti. Neolandis explains that those who dwelled in the shadow of the pyramid that serves as Castle Korvosa's foundation believed a great evil was hidden within those ancient stones. Today, the keepers of this lore are hidden amongst the Shoanti tribes of the Cinderlands. Unfortunately, the Shoanti have learned to fear and distrust Korvosans, and securing their aid will be an adventure in and of itself.
And so we must travel
Not
to the
Korvosian.
Cinderlands.
Indeed, you must travel to the Cinderlands to find out of a way to defeat Queen Ilosa. And for that, there's no advance, because you only get it as you enter the dungeon. With that, we have concluded Escape from Old Korvosa. Literally.
I appreciate, Mistress Teaberry, that you are not a native Korvosan, and if, having left the city, you feel it is your time to flee these lands completely, I will understand. I, for one, will venture into the Cinderlands and see what can be found to either save or put down the Queen, if indeed she is merely being influenced by something else. Korvosa is my city, and I will not see it fall.
So next week, we begin book 4.
Yeah. That's
History
all
of
very
Ashes.
dramatic. I didn't say I wouldn't come along. I said that I'm not Korvosan, so I don't have a natural anonymity with these people that we're going to investigate their lands or whatever we're talking about here.
Yeah, but it sounds like they've got ancient and undocumented sources of magic in it. Interesting.
But in the meantime, you've still got equipment on the party sheet. If anyone doesn't want it, you can sell it.
Nothing there for Gastus by the looks of things.
I took all the magic wands. The only thing Sassafras is interested in: scrolls, magic wands, magic books. You guys can keep all the loot stuff. She don't use
And
armor.
do you need to remove Vencarlo's stuff from my inventory?
No, you might as well hold on to that.
Isn't a Kuari monk weapon,
I'll
though,
take the
isn't it?
armbands.
Cookeries.
Cookeries,
They're basically daggers.
Aye.
They look a lot like Gurkha. They look very. Are they the Gurkha swords?
Yes, cookery is the Gurkha sword.
I thought it was. Yeah, the Gurkha swords, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I'll sell what's left if you don't. If no one wants them.
Oh well, I'm not going to throw it away. So.
Vorka is actually considering selling this ring of deflection because he doesn't want things to be spied on him. So
by all means, drop it in the party sheet, and you can sell it before you flee Korvosa.
Yeah,
exactly. Are we taking damaging curie? You know, no.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe the food will be better once we get out of Korvosa. The city is that the food has been terrible lately.
Moving. Oh, because I'm grabbing them. No.
I'm definitely encumbered.
That's okay. The only reason I'm saying if you want to sell them is because obviously the next book does appear to start. We'll start with you in Haas, and we did determine there was a magic shop in Haas, didn't we? So I can.
We did.
If anything you want to dump in the party sheet to sell before you get there, then I can share the money out, and then I can roll up some magic items that you might be able to buy in Haas next week. Is all I'm thinking. You see. So by all means,
have we got any? I was going to say, can we not just scan everything that we've got to make sure nothing is actually, apart from the ring, is a spy device? Call me paranoid because my dagger just turned against me.
Don't forget, obviously, Thaddeus, your Plague Bringer mask you just need to dispose of because it's lost all its magic.
Does it not recharge?
Oh, it does recharge. I apologise. Yes, it does.
Recharge. It's 3 times a day it uses.
Today, yes. I apologise. Yes, I forgot. It's like a stave, isn't it?
But I can only use it. But I can only use it in places where I'm not going to be seen. Because as soon as I put it on, everybody's going to go
Yeah, as I say, by all means, dump everything you want in there, and I'll shop it out.
Yeah, for some reason, it's not letting me move stuff out of my inventory.
Yeah, what are you trying to move out?
Well, the ring.
You haven't got them equipped, have you?
I thought I took it off.
What was the story behind the Arconan Palace Bloodstone then?
No, still not letting me move it.
The Rakshasa have got their hands bent backwards, which is weird enough. They've also got eyes in the back of their hands, and they can do rituals that allow those eyes to see through magical stones.
I can't see it on your character sheet, the ring.
Oh, shall we get rid of the Bloodstone then?
Yeah.
Oh, it's G. Glory over it, Coda's ring. Yeah. I had to open it to drag it out for some reason. I don't know why. But actually opening in the item and then dragging the opened item took it out your inventory. I've seen that happen sometimes. It's an interesting quirk.
How weird.
Yeah, I better let's cash these in as well.
Yeah, so say anything you want to dump, now's the time to dump it. But for now, we shall leave them, and next time we will start book 4.
Toy design papers.
Oh, Rippers on Sunday. I have to start prepping for that, don't I? Never ends.
Okay, well, see you next week.